In this video, we'll discuss about integrated rate equation for zero order reaction. Now let me take first of all, in this zero order reaction, reactant is converting into product. Now based upon a rate is always equal to change in concentration of reactant by change in time. Change in time is represented as dt, change in concentration is represented as dr. Minus indicates it is a reactant. This is always equal to, rate law will be k into r to the power of 0. This is a hypothetical equation, so you can take here r is converting into p, but it is a zero order reaction, compulsory the power must be 0. Here is a hypothetical equation. R is converting into P is nothing but hypothetical equation. For that, it is a zero order reaction. The power I have taken here 0. So this is the rate expression you are going to get. Now from this rate expression, what I am taking here, rate is equal to minus dr by dt. Now r to the power of 0 is equal to how much here? 1. This value r to the power of 0, something to the power of 0 is equal to 1. I have taken k into 1. Now k into 1 is equal to k. Now what I am seeing, writing here, dt I am sending here in this side, on right hand side. Now what we get here, minus, you are going to get minus dr by is equal to k into dt you are going to get here. Next, multiplying with minus here, you are going to get here this expression, isn't it? After when you multiply this one with minus into dr, with minus you are going to get plus dr minus k into dt. This expression you are going to get. After doing the integration on both sides, when you do integration on both sides, for k no need to do integration, is a rate constant. So do integration for dr and dt. So integration of dr is equal to concentration of r, okay, integration of dt equal to t. This we give. Whenever if we do integration, we are going to get a constant, integration constant, that is nothing but plus I. This is the integration constant, isn't it? Constant of integration I. When you do integration, definitely we get a integration constant, isn't it? Now you take this expression, isn't it, as 4.5. Just equation number 1 or 4.5 is a very important expression. So we'll take as a star mark for this one. Okay, right. Next, leave it this one. Right, take a star mark for this one. Now what you do here, before the reaction start, the time will be always 0 and the concentration of reactant will be R0. Now what I am doing here, this T is equal to 0 and concentration of R, both I am substituting where? Here in the equation number of 4.5. Here I am substituting T equal to 0 and R is equal to R0. Where I am substituting R is equal to R0? Here I am substituting it. Now because of this, what happened, in the place of R we get R0 minus K and T equal to what here? 0 plus I you got here. Now when you substitute everything, what happened? This must be equal to what? 0 here. Now I is equal to what we get? R0. Now this I value you need to substitute again in which expression? 4.5. So substitute in 4.5 here. So substituting that value, what we get here? Concentration of R is equal to minus K into, in the place of I. In the place of I, what I have taken? R0, isn't it? Here I have taken R0 here, right? Next. After this, what happened, when you again take this expression, concentration of R, this expression, as you take, this is the y is equal to mx form. Y is equal to mx form, isn't it? So in this case, what happened, on y-axis I have taken concentration of reactant. Here it is concentration of reactant I have taken here. On x-axis I have taken time t here. So this is y-axis and this one is x-axis t. Now the slope we are going to get, negative slope we are going to get here. That negative slope is equal to k is equal to minus slope here. Okay. Now you are going to get this type of graph here. And the intercept point is what? At 0 concentration. This is the intercept point you are going to get. This is the intercept point, isn't it? That will be always R naught here. Right? Now in examination, if they give slope, isn't it, for the 0 order reaction, you need to calculate the rate constant. So this formula is useful for you to calculate the rate constant, isn't it? For 0 order, rate constant is always equal to minus slope. If they give slope as a data, you can easily calculate the rate constant by substituting the slope value in which formula? K is equal to minus slope. This is very, very important formula. After this, what happened? What we'll do? Again, we'll take 4.6 expression. What is 4.6 expression? Concentration of R is equal to minus K into T plus R naught. This is the expression we got now. And what I'm doing here, I'm sending this R naught on left hand side here. So R minus R naught is equal to minus K into T. Again, what we'll do here, minus is there, no? So we need to remove this minus, multiply this one with again minus here. Okay, multiply this one with the minus. So what we get here, minus R, minus into minus R naught plus R naught is equal to K into T. Now first you write R naught here. R naught minus R is equal to K into T. Now K is equal to, you send this R naught minus R on right hand side. Now K is equal to what we are going to get, R naught minus R by T. Now what is T here? The time at concentration of reactant is R, where R is not is equal to initial concentration here. So this is the formula we are going to get. You need to remember this formula for calculating the rate constant for 0 order, isn't it? This is for rate constant for 0 order. Very important formula, isn't it? And the graph also, this is the graph we are going to get. Next. Generally, which type of reactions are 0 order reactions? Generally, what happen? All catalysis reactions, isn't it? They comes under what actually? Isn't it? 0 order reaction. Why? Because the rate of reaction depends upon the surface of the catalyst here, but not on the reactant. Where catalyst is not at all called reactant. So you know, no need to take catalyst as a reactant. So whatever the reactants are there, whose concentration is not changing the rate here. So rate of the reaction is independent to concentration of reactants. Therefore, it is a 0 order reaction. What are the examples we can take here? In some enzymatic type of catalyzed reactions, enzymatic catalyzed reactions, and also the reactions which are taking place on the metal surfaces are the examples for 0 order reaction, isn't it? So we will take some examples here. You see, this is the decomposition of ammonia on platinum surface here. So the rate of reaction, isn't it, does not depend upon the amount of ammonia. You take huge quantity of ammonia, even though the rate of reaction is not changing, it is depending upon the catalyst here. So where catalyst you can't take as a reactant. So it is a 0 order reaction, isn't it? Similarly, the decomposition of ammonia, 2 moles of HI decomposing into what here? Hydrogen plus iodine. In the presence of which catalyst here? Gold catalyst. It is also what? 0 order reaction. So in this, the formulas are very, very important. This is the formula, very important. Graph is also important, and this is the another formula you need to remember actually. So thank you.